Well, hey there, everybody. Hope you guys have had a good few days. And I wanted to do a little something because I was talking about some of the trades that were made, and wow, were there a ton of them? And not exactly the most easiest to keep up on, but what I thought I would do is I would look at some of the bigger names that were traded, and I kind of wanted to, kind of gauge the, interest, everybody's interest on which one do they think is going to end up being the most impactful. What was the biggest? What was the biggest trade that had the most impact? Hell, what trade had the most surprise? There's one trade that that just shocked me, but I'd love to know what some of you guys think. And if you are new to the channel and you love hockey, any hockey talk, hockey jerseys, just any kind of hockey content, I love talking about that. I love doing that stuff. Speaking of jerseys, I have a box in here. I have a box down here with a couple of jerseys in said box. One of them is a duplicate one that I already have, which I'm fine with because I want to get that one customized. But then there's another one in there that I think will be kind of cool too, and hopefully you guys will get a kick out of those when I unbox those. But if you are new to the channel and you love hockey content, it would be awesome, and it would mean a great deal to me if you would hit that subscribe button. And with that said, I wanted to look at some of the big trades that were made. I mean, I'm not going into what all the what all the pieces were. I'm looking at some of the bigger names that were traded for at the deadline, or not even really at the deadline. Basically, it was trade deadline week, basically. And I wanted to take a look at some of them and some of the impacts that might be made. And the first one here, we look at the trade from St. Louis to Toronto of Ryan O'Reilly and Noel Acciari. I think that's going to work out tremendously for Toronto. I really do. I think Toronto is, they're doing whatever they're doing the best they can to make moves and to, try to figure out a way to, beat Tampa and maybe beat Boston. And I think getting Ryan O'Reilly and Noel Acciari, I think was a really good step. Now they made some other deals, which I thought were really good. They got Luke Shen, they got Jake McCabe, they got they've got a lot of decent pieces. A lot of moves that Kyle Dubas made that I think will be really beneficial for him. But the one I really wanted to look at was, of course, the biggest one that they made, and that was Ryan O'Reilly and Noel Acciari. I think Toronto definitely did well there. This one right here, it's one of the reasons why I'm wearing this particular jersey. This one just blew my mind. I couldn't believe it when I heard it. But the LA Kings trading Jonathan Quick, who, mind you, in 2012 won the Conn Smythe Trophy when the Kings won the Stanley Cup. The LA Kings, Jonathan Quick was one of the main reasons why the LA Kings won the Stanley Cup in 2012. He'd spent his entire career there. The fact that LA traded him to Columbus for Gavrikov and Jonas Korpisalo was like, I was like, are you kidding? But the most messed up part was, it was LA trading him to Columbus, one of the worst teams in the league. Columbus. He was not happy. He was to say he wasn't happy, to me, I think would be an understatement. Because, yeah, he flat out said, I'm not going to Columbus. Not happening. So, after that trade is made, Jarmo Kekalainen, the GM for the Columbus Blue Jackets, then talked to Jonathan Quick, and he knew darn well. He's like, okay, I'm making this trade, but I'm making this trade for somebody who he doesn't want to be here, and he did not want to go there. So they accommodated him. And where do the Blue Jackets move him to? They move him to Vegas. One of the LA Kings' biggest rivals and in their own division. And I just saw tonight he started for Vegas. And wow, is it's really weird to see Jonathan Quick in a Golden Knights uniform. And the fact that, they're in the same division. So darn well, Jonathan Quick, anytime the LA Kings are going to come in, he's going to be playing with some extra, he's going to have something to prove. Now, mind you, his teammates, he's not angry at his teammates or anything. General Manager Rob Blake, yeah, I think he might want to try to stick it to him a little bit for saying, you're going to let me go? Really? I spent my whole career here and you're going to just drop me like that? Even though he is an unrestricted free agent at the end of the year, and he might be done after this year. But to see him ultimately excuse me, go from LA to Columbus and then Columbus to Vegas, wow, just crazy, absolutely crazy. But I'd love to hear what you guys think about that one, especially. That was a big surprise to me that the LA Kings of all teams traded Jonathan Quick. Yeah, guess you just never know, right? And then, of course, one of the biggest ones, probably the worst kept secret, Patrick Kane going from Chicago to the New York Rangers. And a lot of people saying that, Chicago didn't get nearly enough for him. Chicago didn't really have a choice. Kane told the Blackhawks, I will only go to the New York Rangers. He had a full no movement clause. And he told the Blackhawks, I will only waive it to go to the New York Rangers. So, of course, they couldn't get anywhere near what they wanted or what they could have gotten if there would have been at least more than one team in there. Like, say, Edmonton. There was talk that Kane was relatively intrigued on the idea of playing with McDavid and Draisaitl, which I thought, dude, you put those three guys together? Oh, yeah, Edmonton would have been a beast to try to stop him. It's bad enough trying to stop McDavid and Draisaitl. If you had thrown Patrick Kane in there, oh boy. But he didn't want to go to Edmonton. He said he would only go to the Rangers. So, Chicago did the best they could. They got back what they could because, Chicago could have gone and said to the Rangers, we want a first-round pick or whatever. Well, the only team he said he wanted to go to was the Rangers. All the Rangers said, no, we're not giving you that. You're going to take what we give you. Otherwise, you're going to basically lose them for nothing. So, they took what they could. They took what they could, and now Patrick Kane is in New York, and we'll see what the rest of the season beholds for the New York Rangers with Patrick Kane. Very interesting. Another one this one to me was kind of a little, I mean, it was kind of surprising, maybe a little bit underrated, but Jacob Chikrin going from Arizona to Ottawa? Ottawa. I mean, of all the places that I thought that Chikrin could go, Ottawa was not exactly a destination I thought that I thought of. And when I heard about that, I thought, whoa. Especially considering everything that Arizona said that they wanted for Chikrin, yeah, they didn't get. Ottawa, they didn't lose any of their main guys on the roster. And they bring in Chikrin, and I was, like I said, I was surprised because I thought Ottawa's not really, I mean, they're not a playoff team right now. They are, I mean, they're in the hunt for one, but I was seeing them as more of a team that might do some selling at the deadline. Then they go out and they get Chikrin. Okay. So, I'm thinking Ottawa's, I mean, they didn't sell. I mean, they didn't really like buy per se, but they kind of did. And bringing in Chikrin, I think that could end up being a deal that in the next couple of years might work out really well for Ottawa. At least, as a fan, I'm hoping so. But we'll see what Chikrin can bring to the Ottawa Senators. Then another one here. This one, I wasn't quite sure how to feel about this one initially. I thought, that definitely couldn't hurt the Oilers. The Nashville Predators trading Matthias Ekholm to the Edmonton Oilers, and I thought, that's interesting. That was kind of a trade that I didn't really see coming. But Edmonton trying to make some moves, trying to make a little something happen. They finally traded Puljujarvi. They got him out of there. And they sent him to Carolina. And I think this is a trade that could be very underrated too. We'll see what kind of good Matthias Ekholm can bring to the New York Rangers. Or not the New York Rangers. New York Rangers. Hello. The Edmonton Oilers. Now this one, I really like this one. Timo Meier going from San Jose to New Jersey. Now, there were a few teams that were in on him. There was talk of Vegas. There was obviously New Jersey was in the mix. Carolina was another team that was in the mix. Ooh, him in Carolina, that could have been fun too. But he ends up in New Jersey. He is owed a qualifying offer of $10.5 million as an RFA. Now, I gotta think New Jersey's not gonna pay him $10.5 million. What they are going to probably want to do is they're going to want to sit down with him and try to get an extension worked out. Whether it's, 5 years, 6 years, 7. I mean, I would think they want to lock him up long term. And with the talent that they have on that team already, with Nico Hischier, Jack Hughes, Luke Hughes, Jesper Bratt, some of these guys, the Devils are a heck of a team. And now you bring Timo Meier in, whoo, which is why I think it's, I didn't do it this way, or at least I didn't really, think of doing it this way. I just happened to look at the board and thought, interesting. Because right now, if the playoffs started right now, the first round matchup in the Metropolitan Division semifinal, the 2-3, would be the New Jersey Devils and the New York Rangers. We get that matchup in the first round with, with Kane there, with Meyer there, with those teams and what they've done so far at the deadline. Yes, please. Give me that first round matchup. Give me that all day. I would absolutely love a Devils Rangers first round, especially with Patrick Kane now on the Rangers and Timo Meyer at the Devils. Whoo! Yeah, give me that series all day. And the last one here, this is already paying huge dividends for the Boston Bruins. Dmitry Orlov getting traded from Washington to Boston. Now, Orlov is, I believe he's a UFA at the end of the season. And, he was a big part of Washington's Stanley Cup winning team in 2018. And he goes to Boston, who's already, the fastest team to 100 points in NHL history. Like they really needed to get better. Yeah, they didn't really need to get better, but yeah, they got better. And Orlov has already paid off big. He's got 3 or 4 points in the first 2 games that he's been there. He's something about Boston, man. They just doesn't matter who you are. You could be struggling. You go to Boston. Hello goal scoring. Hello point streak. It's crazy. But good for Orlov. It's good that he's on a team that right now is looking. Oh, they are so good. So good right now. But I would love to know what you guys think. Which one of these trades, because there were a ton of different trades. I just took some of the bigger names here and put them up on the board here. And I'd love to know what you guys think. Which one of these trades do you guys like best? Which one do you think is going to have the most impact? Which trade, which one was the most surprising to you guys? I'd love to know all that. I'd love to know what you guys think of the Jonathan Quick trade from ultimately LA to Columbus to Vegas. What do you think about Timo Meyer going to the Devils, Patrick Kane going to the Rangers, Chikrin going to Ottawa? Which one of these trades do you guys think was the best? Which ones do you like the best? Which one do you think ends up being I guess not really the worst, but maybe the most underrated? I'd love to know what you guys think about that. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. I think these are every one of these deals to me, I think is they're gonna be very good. I think a lot of them are gonna really pay off for the teams that they're on or that they had been traded to. And yeah, I'd love to know what you guys think about what ones you like the best, which one's the most underrated. I'd love to know what you guys think. And I thank you guys for being here. And if you have not done it already, like I said, it would be greatly appreciated if you would hit that subscribe button down there, hit that like button also, and and if you want to be informed of future videos that I upload, hit that little bell to let you let yourself be notified when a new video of mine is uploaded. And yeah, I would greatly appreciate it. And you never know, it might make you feel a little better if you've had a down day. You see one of my videos and maybe it kind of gets you a little more upbeat. If I can help out, if you've had a bad day, if I can make your day better in whatever way I can, that makes me feel good. So, hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, hitting that little bell for notifications might make you feel a little better. So go ahead and do that if you have not done so already. And yeah, again, let me know what you guys think of these trades. Which one's the most underrated? Which is the best? I'd love to know. Again, hit like and subscribe if you have not done so already. Obviously, hit that little bell for notifications, and I will see you guys again very soon.